Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hiyo ndio site by the way. Trying to remember actually the day ama the day actually like Kiswahili si domo chetu. Oh yeah. That was the darkest time of my life in music. Wow. So Eddie, wow, hey, what do people know about me? Oh, okay. My full names first. Sindio, my full names. Edison. Actually, my names are Edison. Owor Otieno double O's. A man from the lake. Can I talk with the mother tongue kidogo? Iluongani Edison Otieno Owor. Yeah. So my names are Edison Otieno Owor. Born somewhere down there in Homa Bay. That's where I grew up. I went to primary school there. I went to high school that side. Actually, the first time I came to Nairobi was when I was coming to campus. Yes, that's how shago I am. Yeah. So that's me. I'm married to one wife, female wife. Yes, and we are blessed with 3 lovely babies. Yeah, 9-year-old, 6-year-old, and 3 years old. That's how old I am. Please, you guys don't joke with me. Yeah, that's me. What else? I love music. Actually, I do music from this side of mine that really just loves to connect with music. Yeah, so but my day-to-day work is I'm a construction worker. Yeah, I work in the construction. Yeah, so I'm a QS. That's what I do, 8 to 5 every day. When I wake up in the morning, I go to the office. Yes, till 5. And when my guys, like my friends like Akina Yuna, put pressure on me to come and do contents, these are the things they put me through. Yeah, but yeah, I love it. It's just a space where you just come and najiachilia. Yeah, so that's me. My Mondays to Fridays are almost typical, almost the same. Wake up at 5:30. So 5:30 the alarm rings. you snooze it like 4 times, then by 6 you're up. Take a shower, change, get break. Actually, most of the times I don't take breakfast in the morning because it's too early, so I end up taking breakfast at the office at about 9 or 10. But wake up, change. By that time, by 6, all my kiddos are going to school already up and already changed. Actually, they wake up before me. So by 6:30, I just confirm whether they've had breakfast, they brushed their teeth. We may make the morning prayers off to school. So I drop them at school. That's every single day. And then, so I think by 6:40 or 6:45, before 7, they're in school already. Then from dropping them to work, I think another 30 or 40 minutes. So by 7:40, 7:45, I'm already at work. So my work is always either you're in the office or you're in construction site. So depending on which day, which site has a site meeting or... Yeah, so basically it's just behind my computer in the office or on a site, interacting with my favorite guys, watu wa mjengo wa kubeba mawe na simiti. Yes. Hiyo ndio site by the way. Yeah, so that's my everyday weekday, Monday to Friday. On Saturday, that's when I get a break, half day. Okay, my kiddos started some football kind of thing, so I take them, we play football for the first half of the day, then in the afternoon to the studio, come and do whatever I do with music. Sunday is church. Every Sunday is church. So either you go to church to attend as a normal mushirika ama inaonekana nini mshirika, Kiswahili si domo chetu, or either we are leading worship at church. I serve at Jani ICC on Thika Highway. Normal life, yes. Actually, the first song, it's funny. The first song I ever wrote, that song is called Never Will. Actually, I can't even remember how we used to call it before. By the time we released it was called Never Will. Now that song, actually, I'm really trying to remember actually the day the idea came. Wow. We used to meet, but now we're not meeting. So I used to encourage guys, this is the time actually, guys, you can be very creative because you have your personal space, you have your own brain to yourself, you can think and do. So actually that song was about God not letting us down. It was more of because I could read on the news how guys were being achishwa job because there were no more work, as in, you know, now what these companies meaning ama guys are dying out of COVID, ama this has happened nini. So that song was more of, because it's going, never will he let you fall. So it was more of God not letting you fall or fail you. So that was the inspiration. Actually, it was that time when a lot of very funny, weird, bad things were happening to guys, and it was more of like an encouragement song. But that song has a history because the first time so that's the first time we did that song. But it's like I don't know whether God did not want us to release the song or what. But ukisikianga song imechomeka kwa recording, it happened hivyo. So the recordings were not clean. We tried post-production, it was not working. We didn't release it because it wasn't. We tried post overdubs. It was not working. Production-wise, it was not working. So I told like in Shakan, the producer, that let's to work your song, to see release your song, to achana na your song. So then we got an opportunity now to release it, to redo it in the second live recording. I'm really trying to remember whether we retained the same name. Anyway, you can watch it on our YouTube page. But that's the first song I actually wrote, and it was inspired by the happenings at COVID time. Okay. The things that most people or some people might not be knowing about me, and it's close to my heart. I love football. Yes, I love football actually. I think the guys who are closer to me, they like close family members, know that I love football. Actually, I remember in primary I was the top scorer. In high school I was given a medal, my friend. In campus, actually I played in the campus team. Actually, then now the last year project time, I had to leave football because it was crazy intense learning. But I love football, and my favorite team, whether you like it or not, is Arsenal. Man, you hata kama mtutaki, Arsenal is there. The GOAT. Let's say the GOAT. No, wengi watanichukia, but Arsenal is the GOAT. So Arsenal is my team. We are the old supporters of Arsenal. Ile enzi ya Thierry Henry. Actually 204 was our highlight. whether you don't win anything from that time, but 204 was the highlight, man. We lifted that trophy unbeaten. Which team has ever done that? Nah. Yeah, so I guess most of you guys don't know that I love football, but football is my thing. Actually, that's the only thing I do if I'm not doing music or working. I either play football or watch football. Yeah. So I don't know whether I call it a calling or just a passion. Actually, I'm still trying to get clarity what God wants with me. Seriously, yeah? But music, actually, I don't know that the guys who are in high school can feel me. You know, those old, remember those times where blues used to be the thing? Music, blues, in high school, there was Boys to Men, there was Celine Dion, there was Babyface, there was those guys. Yeah, actually, that's the time I started loving music. I used to listen to a lot of. There was a program towards the end of the day, towards uko karibu kama midnight TV, from 11 to 12. They used to bring another program for just songs. That's my love for music started there. I didn't know how to sing at that time. I didn't know to play any instrument at that time, but it was just I don't know, there was just a connection with music, yeah? So we finished high school. Oh, in primary, I remember we did a folk song, traditional folk song, where you were like 5 schools forming a choir and you're all singing. Yeah, so I did that. I remember that. But now, forward, high school finish, you're in Campo. And then I joined, there was a ministry in campus called The Journey. This was more of a Christian Union ministry. But no, there was a Christian Union. This was just, I think, just a Christian ministry that was started by some missionaries, actually. So that's where I started plugging into music. I remember the first thing I learned in music was how to play the guitar. Steve-O, if you're out there, much appreciated, because Steve-O was the band leader for the Journey band, and he actually is the first guy who told me how to read in terms of chord work and play. So that's where I started learning how to do music, to play or do music here, for that matter. Then fast forward, so we did that for 4 years, and then we cleared campus. We are out now. And then the leadership of that ministry, I think most of them moved to ICC West as a church. Then it's like more of a peer pressure, I don't know. We all moved there as a church. Yeah, so we started church there in a small tent called Front Runners. And then I remember I joined the worship team, but I was just playing the guitar. Then I remember the first time I was given a song to lead. Up to now, Pastor Wambua and Akina Bethu, I'm sure if they remember that, they'd still laugh at me. Yeah, so I was given a song to lead in front of people. I forgot all the chord work. I forgot the lyrics. I forgot the everything. That was the darkest time of my life in music. Well, but yeah. So that's the first time I was baptized into actually leading music. Actually, after that, then it became something that I really wanted to do most of the time. And actually, there's a time when now actually stopped. When I was getting married, I think we got married, and then I stopped doing music for, I think, 1 or 2 years. And there was just something that was not complete. Yeah, so I think I had to come back and just reconnect with music. And then it happened that was the time we were planting another church in Journey ICC along Thika Road. That's when I actually really came back. And during one of our, we normally call it worship cafes. We normally do like a yearly, I think a monthly or a quarterly kind of worship experience at church. That's when the whole idea came to me that why I can just start writing music and publishing them. And that's how the journey started.
So you're an elder at Journey
Elder? No, not an elder. I was there when it started, but I'm not an elder. I'm not an elder. I'm just a normal worship leader. Just go, you do your thing, and then the Sundays you're not leading music, you just be mshirika. Kawaida. I don't know. Seriously, there's no song coming to my mind. Like a default song, yeah? I don't know. OSC songs. No, seriously, I can't remember. There's this song by Nani, by Dancing Oyeken. This song, I think it goes like, from my, I don't know, it goes like, yes. Yes. So that song, I think last week I bumped into that song and it really blessed me because that song is, because that guy is writing from, it's like he's experiencing his own journey with God. It's the way he's connecting that experience from my spirit to my heart is due to what I actually right now I can't even remember those lyrics, but when I listen to the song, yeah, so let me just say that's the song that has blessed me last week. But repeat, no, I can't remember any song right now. Yeah. If I lived in the time of Israel Houghton, I would really love to sing with that guy. Yeah. So first of all, history of personality. Now, I don't know what personality I am, by the way. Maybe people will tell me who I am. But, growing up, we were not like moving out too much. So we are more like, in our family, we are more guys who are just closely, like you just want your stories done within your space. Yeah, we are not like outspoken that much. So, but we know how to respond. Like if there's an issue just come out and you have to respond to it, we don't know how to keep quiet. As in responding to an issue is very easy for us than starting the issue or starting the conversation. But responding to stuff is very easy for us. Let me just speak for me personally. So I describe myself as very, very, I'm an introvert but also not an introvert. As in it would be very difficult for me to just start something from nowhere. But if there's a conversation happening and someone like trigger me, it's very easy for me to contribute and eleza that topic or something. And so I don't know whether I'm a mix of an introvert and extrovert. I don't know, but I consider myself I respond. That's me. I respond, whether negatively, if you do negative stuff to me, be rewarded, or positively in terms of rewarding, or just doing something that I'm rewarding something for to someone who has done something good. Yeah, so that's me. Yes, that's when my old mzee died. Yes, so that was I think when that was I don't know, this 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Yeah, sometime there. We are born in we are a Christian family, but my dad never used to go to church. Yeah, he never used to go to church. He never used to go to club. He never used to drink. He was just there. So what he used to say, me, I'm living my life for my family. But he never used to go to church. So on Sunday, he would go spend most of his time at the garage fixing his matatus. Actually, he used to do a matatu business, actually. I used to be a conda in a phase of my life. After high school, actually, I used to be a conda. So those mats used to come from Kisumu to Migs. Yeah, I used to be a 5-year on the road collecting letter. Yeah, so on Sunday, he used to just spend time at the garage fixing his cars. The whole week, he used to be at his restaurant. He used to run a hotel. So after high school, I was a conda and I was a waiter. I'm very good at cooking, by the way. I used to cook for people and wait on people. Yeah, so so me growing up looking at him, I was saying, hey, this guy. Because I used to see other people wasted either into drugs, into alcohol and stuff. But him used to say, man, me. And he never went to school. So he said, me, my life, I want to make sure all my kids go to school. I want them to have what I didn't have. So that is his life. He was just working for fees. That's what he dedicated his life to do. So finishing Campo, and then I got my first job. Likely immediately after campus. Then I promised myself, this old man will see me, how I will pay up for all the things he went through. So I got a job, the first, and then I think I did that job for 3 years. So at that time, because it's your first job, so you're still trying to reorganize. So after 3 years, then I moved out to start my own business. Then I landed the first big job. Yeah. And then I said, okay, now this is now the time to start now giving back to my parents. Then, before that could happen, then he was diagnosed with some cancer. Yes. Yeah, so his was, I think it was that of a stomach. I think there's something, cancer of the stomach. So that thing drained the guy for a year, yeah? For a year. There's a time I think he used to come and stay with us where I used to live. For a year, I can remember those trips those trips for dialysis. Hey, yeah. Those things are not a joke. Yeah, so we did that for a full year. Then when it was almost like now we're seeing it's improving. Then one day, I remember he calls me and says, no, that's one day we took him there. Tell me, hey, they used to call me with my nickname. That one I will not say. Has privacy issues. Yeah, then he called me and he told me in quotes, I think I've done my part. Yeah, he said that. I think I've done. But now I'm like, what are you talking about? Me, this is the time now we need to start doing things. Yeah, I've just gotten this job now. Things are looking good. It can't happen. So apparently he had already seen. I don't know how these people tell. Yeah, so I think a month later he passed on. Yeah, he passed on. And then I was like, what is this? Yeah, so that was the darkest one time in my life that I can't forget. Yeah, actually, the 3 months after that, I never prayed. Yeah, I was just saying now, what's the use of this? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, so I never prayed. I never went to church. I was like, I was just mad at God. I said it's not funny. So because I thought maybe even God could have left maybe another 3 or 4 years. Yeah, but I think that was was not his intention. Yeah, so that's one time that I actually questioned, why do you believe in God who is able, God who can do all things, God who can come in time of need, God who makes a way. Yeah, so all those things never made sense. Yeah, so that's one time I can't forget. You see, now later on growing more in faith, I came to realize that things happen for a reason, and God does his things at his own time, at his own pace, and for a reason. So later on, because my prayers at that time was, God, give me money so that I can give my parents a better life. So my prayers were more of situational, circumstance based. Like, I want to sort out this thing I have, so can you answer my prayer? And I think God was having a different plan on how he does his things. So later on, I learned that he was teaching me that I need you to have a bigger picture. Actually, that's the reason why I actually started the ministry, the worship ministry, because it was more of, it's not for you to give back to your one father, one person. It's for you to get out there and actually give whatever you have to the other masses or the other many people who don't have. So actually, the reason why we started actually the ministry for the Oasis was to do music. If you can make anything out of the music, and go and support a needy group. That was the main thing. That's so I got that strength from I don't know, people say God speaks to them, but I don't know, because it was more like, it was like a revelation that it was not for you to do it or give it back to only your father, but there were so many people who were coming up to look up to you in terms of what either you will say in your music, or if you'll be able to help them financially. Yeah, and that's what I'm really still trying to build with the ministry of this music. Yeah. Actually, coming from even that story, my personal story about what happened with my family, my father dying and stuff like that, the main end game for this project is to get people to understand God, the person God first. Who is this God? Okay. And the next part of the project is to understand the prayers we make to God, so that every time when you sit back and try to have to say something to God in terms of prayer, you really understand how God views you as a child, or how God answers the prayers. Because sometimes we have I don't know, it's a stereotype kind of thing, that God needs to behave in a certain way because he's God and I'm human, and because I have faith in him and I believe in him, he needs to behave in a certain way. Yeah, so this project is just to get guys to understand who God is in terms of his attributes, yes, what he can do, how he responds to our prayers and stuff. And so that when we pray and maybe we don't get what we really expected of him, we understand why that's not happening. Yeah, so that's why the God in my prayer. So you're trying to understand this God that I keep on mentioning in my prayer. How do we approach him? How does he respond to us? Yeah.
What's one misconception people have about faith or prayer that really is
Wow. Yeah, no, this is one thing I think I've had it. I think even the last time we had our group meeting as the Oasis, I think we really had a time on this. We were sharing on highlights, lowlights, and things that actually are disturbing us in terms of what you really want to talk out. Unasema vile unasemanga ati sema itoke. Yes. So I think what really disturbs me, I don't know whether we're many ama niko peke yangu, but over spiritualizing every little thing as a Christian, it really disturbs me, because you're seeing someone who is healthy, someone who is not like any shortcomings, but you see how they are thinking through something you don't understand. Because see, yes, we are Christians, and we anyway, sometimes I laugh, but yes, over spiritualizing something. You are sick, you need to go to the hospital, but you stay home, you pray, someone suggests you that this sickness, we know it, you need to get this medicine and you'll get healed. You say, no, I believe in my God and I'm gonna get healed, until you get to a point where you are messed up. Yeah. That's just one of the scenario. You've gone to school, you've gotten the necessary trainings and everything, but just because of laziness unakataa kutafuta kazi, and then you sit back and say God will provide. From where? From where? You see, there's this controversial pastor right now trending, and a lot of pastors hate him. This guy called Dr. Abel Damina. This guy is really, I don't know whether he's talking about the truth or what, but most of the things he's talking about is real things. You get, as in common sense things. Someone knows he needs to go to work. You need to go to work and fend for yourself on it. But because you feel you're entitled, that because I believe in God, yeah, I don't have to really, mbona nijisumbue sana. God will provide. And it doesn't happen. Then you end up cursing God. You end up again actually running away from Christianity because your God does not, what not is a lying God and stuff like that. But God, I think, has already created systems for how things should work. God will not come and manage the earth for us. I think we are supposed to manage whatever we are doing here on earth as human beings ourselves, because God has already given you the wisdom to think. He's given you health. He's given you shamba to go and palilia. He's given you, as in, he's put all the systems to place. It's for you to indulge and engage yourself and help yourself. No over spiritualizing things, please, people, my fellow Christians, tuache. 2025. yeah.
What's one piece of advice you give to someone trying to build their music career in Kenya?
Patience and diligence, and just don't get tired of doing it. And but first understand, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because someone has done it and it looks nice from where you're sitting? Or are you doing it because there's something that is really in you that wants to do it? What is the reason why you're doing it? Is it for the fame? Is it for the lights? Is it for... what is it for? Why are you doing it? Because if you don't answer that question correctly, then you will start and in no time you'll be nowhere. Yeah. So me, what I would advise is have that drive, have that thing that is really actually holding to that passion, the reason why you're doing it. So if the reason is for either you want to look at that guy who's made it, you never know what he went through to be there. So it's not that, it's not all that glitters is gold or something, use that saying, but patience, understand why you're actually doing that ministry. Because actually, let me tell you, ministry is not a place where you're going to get rich from. Nah. So, it's no, it's ministry. That's why it's called ministry. Unajipa. That's why unajipa. Ama unapatiana. Yeah. So it's more of giving than getting. So once you understand that, then you'll last. But if you want to do it because you want to get this, you want to get that, you want to be this, you want to be that, it never stays. Yeah. I don't know, but I think most people think that I'm very polite. I'm not polite. I'm not very polite. Yeah. So I think what I said before, like I'm responsive. I respond. So I know I'm a Christian, but nikikasirishwa nakasirika. Hiyo ni cha ukweli. Yeah. So I'm not that polite, and I'm not very quiet. If someone say that's always a quiet, no, I'm not that quiet. As I said earlier on, I'll respond a lot. So if you are here, I'll be here. If you're here, we'll be there. So that's me.
So in short, people don't still know you very well.
Bado.
They think they know you.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part is done.